The anti-MLM bill that we have been talking so much about just passed.
Important update from the DSA regarding HB 162. The anti-MLM bill, they're calling it. So without further ado, let's celebrate.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Direct Selling Association CEO Dave Grimaldi shared an important update on Tuesday evening, June 17th, live from the Delaware Legislative Hall regarding HB 162. Read on for his detailed email update below. Background information. To view information about HB 162 published June 15th, please read this DSA Advocacy alert. The DSA is the Direct Sales Association, if you don't know. To find out more about what this means to you personally as a network marketing, direct selling, home-based business professional, and actions you take, please read this article published June 15th. And I've been following this on my channel, so you can check out my past videos on it. David's letter reads, I want to make sure you're aware of a serious development in Delaware that threatens the direct selling channel. While you did not receive the initial message that was sent out to DSA members earlier today, I want to share the urgent update below. HB 162 has just passed the Delaware House of Representatives. Woohoo! We won! This bill would impose unworkable restrictions on even the most ethical direct selling companies and set a dangerous precedent for other states. We are inviting all companies, whether or not you are currently a DSA member, to join us in this fight. Please take a moment to watch the video message I recorded moments ago and consider how you can activate your Delaware-based distributors to help defeat this bill in the Senate. Please respond to this message with questions. Thank you for your attention and for your continued commitment to the millions of entrepreneurs who power this channel. Warm regards, Dave. And then attached is the June 17th Part 2 message. The fight moves to the Senate. DEHB 162 passed. But it's not over. Now Delaware's direct sellers must be heard. There's this video, so let's give it a watch.
It's Dave Grimaldi in the Delaware State House. The anti-MLM bill that we have been talking so much about just passed the Delaware House of Representatives behind that door. It passed on a vote of 27-11, but again, we saw this coming, and the arguments against the bill were forceful and well articulated, and we'll be amplifying those. The bill now, in a timeline that is unclear, will go to the Delaware State Senate in this chamber, and DSA is going to be active, more active than ever, but we need your voice. We need your voices and we need your stories, because at full strength, this channel can do anything. Stay in touch with all of us at DSA. We'll be pushing out messaging and updates and on to the state Senate here in Delaware.
So yeah, they're kind of freaking out still. And the way this is worded makes me laugh. A little more than an hour ago, the Delaware House passed HB 162 by a vote of 27-11. As you read earlier today, DSA saw this coming, having delivered a forceful, well-articulated argument against this dangerous and precedent-setting legislation. We are prepared for what's next. So it's going to the Senate, and they're trying to rally up all of the MLM hunts to come and help them fight it. The bill now moves to the Senate, and that's where we must stop it. See? Now we need Delaware's direct sellers to stand up and speak out. Again, this is a bill that actually protects distributors, so it's very sickening that they're asking them to speak out against it. This legislation directly impacts their freedom to earn, their right to choose, and their ability to build flexible, independent businesses. Their voices are powerful, and they are the ones lawmakers need to hear next. This is where the battle turns personal. He's acting like we're going to war.
The anti-MLM bill that we have been talking so much about just passed.
DSA is organizing a direct seller-led response in Delaware. Entrepreneurs who will speak to legislators, share their stories, and reject the false premise that they are victims who need saving. Oh yeah, people that are in commercial cults, definitely not victims that need saving. Oh no. No. Cult members are just fine. Distribute this link to your Delaware-based distributors and ask them to join the fight. Share this link with Delaware distributors. I'm sorry, I'm finding this very funny. Please act now. The stronger our volunteer base, the stronger our defense in the Senate. So, there's that. So the DSA is obviously still freaking out, and they also released an article that I want to go over quickly. DSA Advocacy Update, Anti-Direct Selling Bill Passes, Delaware House. Published June 19th. The Delaware House passed HB 162 by a vote of 27-11. So happy to hear. The legislation, which the DSA described as an unprecedented threat to the direct selling business model, has led to intense pushback from the direct selling community. The DSA in particular delivered what it called a forceful, well-articulated argument against this dangerous and precedent-setting legislation. The bill proposes the following provision. Disclosure mandates not seen anywhere else in the U.S., a 3-month right of rescission, which is a significant departure from the standard 3-day rule, a no time limit 90% inventory buyback requirement, application for all companies regardless of size, structure, or compliance history, a failure to recognize the industry's existing self-regulation efforts and organization. In the wake of the bill's approval, the DSA is now organizing a direct seller-led response in the state of Delaware so that entrepreneurs and distributors can share their first-hand stories with legislators. This legislation directly impacts their freedom to earn, their right to choose, and their ability to build flexible, independent businesses, the DSA wrote in a statement. Their voices are powerful, and they are the ones lawmakers need to hear next. The DSA is now asking company leaders and independent distributors to lend their voices and stories to a movement to stop the bill from making further progress. The bill now, in a timeline that is unclear, will go to the Delaware State Senate, said Dave Grimaldi, DSA CEO, and DSA is going to be active, more active than ever. So yeah, they're very, very worried about this, and they're very worried that this is going to be precedent setting, meaning that after this bill goes through the Senate and is basically like passed for sure, that other states will then be able to make a similar one and have either the same or very similar rules. That's what we want as well. We want that to happen. So this is all good news for us. The sad thing is that it's also good news for people in MLMs. It's not being framed as that to them. This should make being in an MLM more ethical and honest. Why would they have a problem with that, right? The thing is that the DSA knows that without fear of missing out and pressure on people to join right away and not take the time to make an educated decision and research MLMs and their success, since 99% of people in MLMs lose money, they know that their businesses cannot be successful without that stuff, without all of those tricks and manipulations. So they're very, very scared right now that this bill is going to stop them from being able to manipulate people to join. And then essentially, I guess then it's harder for the distributors to recruit. But as I pointed out in my past videos, it would help with the turnover rate in MLMs and actually does help distributors in the long run. But the good news is that the bill is passed, it's going to the Senate, and then after that, we're good to go. Last step. And the DSA is still freaking out, and that's hilarious.
But we need your voice. We need your voices, and we need your stories, because at full strength, this channel can do anything.
Let me know all of your thoughts about this down below. Be sure to check out Julie Anderson, who's also covering this extensively. And she said that she might stream the actual Senate meeting. So you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed to her for that. I'll admit I'm probably going to be busy during it, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But I will see all of you very soon with another one. Like the video on your way out. I love all your faces. Bye.
But we need your voice. We need your voices, and we need your stories, because at full strength, this channel can do anything. The anti-MLM bill that we have been talking so much about just passed.
Queen of Karma.